Hi, it's Michelle Neske, the Posh PA School admissions expert, and I'm here to talk to you about a little different topic than applying to PA school. This video is for those of you who have been accepted to PA school, or maybe you just started a PA program. And I'm here to share some really important information on study strategy and academic performance going into PA school. Before I do that, be sure to smash this subscribe button. I'm here every month dropping new videos to help you get into PA school, become a successful student, and a fulfilled practicing PA. All right, so here's a kind of staggering statistic. Did you know that 1 in 4 PA students will be considered at high risk for academic dismissal in the first year of their PA program? Right? It is a staggering statistic, but every year we are seeing more and more students struggle academically in a PA program, whether that's during the didactic year and passing their exams, or in the clinical year with end of rotation exams, or even failing their boards on the first attempt. Why is this happening? Well, there's new PA programs opening every year, and the volume of students continues to increase. And so a lot of times, perhaps PA programs are adjusting new faculty in these areas, but also it has to do with the study techniques that students are using in PA school, because what was working in college really doesn't work anymore. These are what we call high stakes exams, and they have very challenging rubrics and scenarios that you will have to break down in order to be able to successfully achieve academic success in PA school. What am I talking about? Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. I have the pleasure of working with a colleague named Eric Fogg. You may have heard of him, you may have seen him on my channel, and we have been hosting what we call PA School Prep Academy. And Eric has been a PA for over 25 years, and for 20 of those years has been asked to write high stakes exam questions. He's also helped over 100 students who have failed their boards pass successfully. So needless to say, he's an expert in this field. And together, we have been helping students really navigate those first couple weeks of PA school and how to take these high stakes exams throughout their entire PA school journey, along with focusing on test anxiety techniques to minimize your stress during test anxiety, how to gain confidence, how to use your body to boost your physiology so that you're retaining more information. You may have heard that PA school is like drinking from a fire hydrant, okay? So how do you minimize your anxiety going into that, and how do you manage the volume and pace of the information that's coming at you? And it's with a few strategies that we go into in detail in PA School Prep Academy. And I'm gonna share a few of them with you here. Now, if you wanna learn more about PA School Prep Academy, check out the description below. There's a link in there and you can see and read all about it. All right, so the very first thing that we typically recommend, because we want you walking into PA school feeling armed and ready on day one, not like, oh my God, this is gonna be awful. I've heard horror stories about people failing out of PA school, okay? That's not what we want. So we want you to walk in confident. So what's the first thing that you need to do? You need to time block your schedule. What do I mean by that? Once you start your program, you will start to see a trend of how often you're having exams, how often you're having group sessions, what you need to do. You need to be time blocking your schedule so that not only do you have study sections throughout your day when you're not in class, you also have breaks. You have to schedule your breaks. You have to schedule time with people that make you happy. You have to schedule time to be outside. You need to schedule downtime, but you also need to schedule that study time. Now, within your time block study time, you need to be very specific about what you are doing and what you are studying in that time frame, not just study time, okay? Because I see that a lot when we ask students to provide us a study plan or give us their time blocking schedule, all right? What are you doing in there, right? Now, there are different ways to learn. Passive, active learning, and active learning is really gonna help you in PA school. What is active learning? Active learning is doing pre and post-test questions before you even study anything, okay? So taking a pre-test, doing a Q bank, a question bank of questions before you even look at any content will give you a baseline of where you are and where you need to go. Then, after you're reviewing your content, maybe in a more passive way, maybe in an active way with diagrams or things like that, you do a post-test and see how far you come. And then before you move on to the next one, maybe you just review what you got wrong and then you move on to the next subject. So getting active with your learning and getting very specific on what you are doing during your study time are two ways you can really jumpstart your PA school career, and set yourself up for success. So remember time blocking, remember active learning, okay? The next thing you wanna do is use the support that's around you. If you are having trouble, if you are studying and you're not getting a concept, your classmates are there, your faculty are there. Use your support. Use your resources so that you're not finding yourself falling behind, okay? Next, you really need to think about questions that are related to your content that are the most important, okay? You're not gonna know everything, don't even try, all right? So you need to be able to answer questions on exams and on your boards that are gonna look similar over time. So learning how to break down high stakes test questions is very important, and that is something we go over extensively in PA School Prep Academy. Looking at the end of the question first. Before you read the rest of the scenario, look at what the question is asking, take a glance at the answers, then go back, because the author of the questions is giving you clues to get to the answer. They're not trying to trick you. They are giving you clues in the question to lead you to the correct answer, okay? Never change your answers, never skip a question. Every time you don't answer a question, that is just points thrown away, okay? Second guessing your answer almost always results in a negative result. So go with your gut, all right? So being able to navigate those types of test questions that you're gonna see on your exams, on your PAC-RAT, on your end of rotation exams, on your boards, very, very important, okay? Lastly, you need to think about what you are doing in terms of your schedule and time blocking and maximize the following things: sleep, time spent with people you love and that make you happy, and moving your body and what you're eating, okay? All of those things will impact your cognitive function, your memory retention, and being able to recall items that you studied, okay? Now, if you don't believe me, there's tons of pathophysiology about this. And we all know that exercise stimulates positive hormones, serotonin, norepinephrine. The same thing goes for food and definitely sleep. All-nighters do not work in PA school. They do not work. If you're pulling all-nighters, you're gonna fail, okay? Giving yourself the time, your brain, time to rewire, get that REM sleep, that NREM sleep is probably more important than you could ever imagine. It changes the pathophysiology of your brains. It allows those neurons to reconnect, and you will retain more information if you are getting enough sleep, okay? So those are probably my best tips for starting your PA school career academically and avoiding academic remediation or academic probation. So academic remediation is when you're having a hard time and they ask you to either repeat your year or they want to see a very clear study plan, okay? And the same goes for probation, is when you're sort of on that borderline of getting remediated, okay? And we certainly don't want you getting dismissed from a program. So I invite you to join us for our next PA School Prep Academy, where we can really give you those tools to be confident and successful as a student from day one, all right? I'm so glad you guys were here today. I will see you again next time.